Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and finally we have the first, because this is just the first version with ADAMANCIPATOR Stardust. Yes, it is with Stardust Assault skill, so the actually Assault Acceleration, Stardust Assault Acceleration is the name of the skill, as you saw in the stream of yesterday, because I think this is one of the best combos. I found the correct ratios of the cards, and yes, this has a very nice turn 1 opening, plus going second, a couple of ways to do that. I managed to fit in also some droplets, so the deck is actually, I think, a pretty good rogue deck, to be honest. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe, and also leave some hype if you have this feature unlocked in your country, so that you can help the channel grow even more and maybe help more people find these spicy recipes. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here, of course, with Yusei and his Stardust Acceleration, Stardust Assault Acceleration. Let's check if the name of the skill is that. Yeah, it's technically almost that. Also, Assault Star Acceleration, and this is the list. So let me start from yes. If I had the third researcher, I would have probably played the third researcher. Probably cutting one of the level 2 Doki Doki, because, you know, the tuners are fundamental in this. I'm gonna leave to the replays for the combos, but just so as you know, your turn 1 end board is gonna be in Unaffected Crystal Wing, or ADAMANCIPATOR Rising, or Herald of the Arclight, so you get to choose. Eventually a Koaki made Guardian that is a monster effect negation plus destruction. The Stardust Dragon that becomes a Stardust Assault mode, and actually the Herald is included. So it's Herald, Omni Negation, Stardust Dragon Assault mode, Omni Negation, and Crystal Wing or Dragoid unaffected, because summoned by Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. So either a Spell Trap negation if you have the water monster in the grave, or a classic Crystal Wing unaffected. Super nice, not gonna lie to you. And when you break, as you will see, you can end on the Stardust Assault, the Herald unaffected, and eventually the Koaki Guardian as additional monster effect negation. For the ratios of the cards, guys, I'm playing just 2 PSI Reflector, because you can use this effect just 2 times, as we're playing double Assault mode activate and double Stardust Dragon Assault mode. Then we have the triple Sentinel, because if you go for the full combo, you're gonna be forced to summon the Herald mid-combo, and at that point, to make these PSI Reflector combo work, you need to have the Sentinel in the grave, or you have to already have discarded the Beast of the grave. Otherwise, if you, with the PSI, you get the Beast, you can't discard it to the grave to get the Assault mode activate if you have the Herald on the field. What else we have? Of course, 1 Beast, double Assault mode activate. And that's why I play 3 Sentinel and just 2 PSI Reflector. Then double Researcher, triple Seeker. Of course, you can do vice versa. 1 Analyzer, I never really use it, to be honest. It's just very nice when, if you have Doki Doki and you need a tuner monster, and you have just non-tuner monster in your hand, like Koaki made Guardian, so you can discard it to go into this. Then a couple of Carterin, because you need the level 2, like Doki Doki to go into Herald, so 2 + 2 is of course Herald. Doki Doki Fundamental, because you can special summon from the deck as well, if you have the correct card in end. The Dragoid, because it's another water monster, but also it gives you a nice draw, if you special summon it with the Seeker or the Researcher. Triple Droplet, best right now. Keep in mind, your combo just needs 2 cards. One is gonna be either a Researcher or a Seeker, and the other is gonna be PSI Reflector, or of course a Soul Sentinel. So the other 2 cards are free. That's why Droplet feels so good in this. You can afford discarding cards. The last thing I want to mention though is that even if you don't open the full combo, you can eventually get into everything. Because if you just open the ADAMANCIPATOR stuff with all the special summon, that's why I put a couple of level 6 in the extra deck, you can just go eventually in the same board even without the PSI stuff. And you can get the additional normal summon with the effect of Cartharin, while if you just get the effect of PSI, if you just have PSI Reflector and no ADAMANCIPATOR tuners in your hand, what you can do is, with the PSI Reflector, you can go into the level 6 Reptile, so you can start excavating to get the ADAMANCIPATOR. So this deck is very versatile, and whatever part of the combo you get in your starting hand can lead you to the full combo anyway, because you draw, because you excavate anyway. For the extra deck, of course, our boy, the bosses, a couple of this, because you can actually start by, when you go second, by getting one of this for free on your field with the skill. Core card, Axel Synchro Dragon, Junk Archer will solve you a lot of issues going second, the 2 ADAMANCIPATOR, and the level 8 Dragite. That's it, guys. I'll leave you to the replays to show you the full combo, and let's jump right into it. Here we go, my boys. First replay going second against Marek, but it is raw. Not sure it's raw. In fact, it is Sky Striker. Let's speed things up. Let's see what we have to face, right? We have technically a playable hand, not only because of PSI Reflector, but also because we have Doki in this case, that can discard the Kwakimeru to get us an Analyzer. Okay, so a tuner level 4 plus non-tuner level 2 to go basically into the level 6 Synchro ADAMANCIPATOR, so you can get your combo going. So here, sorry for the too much thing here. I just started with the Junk Archer going second, super useful, forcing the Eagle Booster by trying to banish that. Then I literally drew the Analyzer. That's why I started with that. And he's got the Widow Anchor to stop that, and that's actually fine because we have the additional normal summon of the Sentinel that can lead basically into the PSI Reflector and the Assault combo, right? He's got the Shark Cannon to banish that, but yeah, not really how it works. So we still get the Assault mode activated, we get the guy back on the field. Axel Synchro Dragon. Keep in mind, even if you banish the correct target, we still have access to this boy, or eventually just a Crystal Wing. Any scope. So even just Crystal Wing would have negated the comeback of Ray, and I think, but we still probably miss Lethal eventually, but still, that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, we got a 2-win streak again, Marek, but this time it is actually the... Oh, it's actually ADAMANCIPATOR, so I think this is the pure version of ADAMANCIPATOR. Maybe there's some rock stuff in it, I don't know which one though. So it's got Block Dragon, as you just saw, and of course the Kwakimeru stuff. So this is a more pure version of the deck that a lot of you suggested to me. But these can actually have some problems in terms of it relies a lot on what you excavate and draw. Instead, with this, with the PSI combo, we have multiple chances, right? So he's got the first level 6, the second level 6, and then he ended on a couple of level 4s to go into the Granite to get one more card, and then a Kwakimeru in the end phase. So he's got basically a back row and a Banish from the grave, a Monster Effect negation. So it's Astigo. We got a very good hand. We started with the Junk Archer, trying to trigger the the Guardian's effect, and it's already gone. Now we can go with our stuff. I started with the Seeker using the effect. He's got the Resonance Counter Trap to negate that. So second negation, but now we have an additional normal summon, and as I told you, you can just get PSI Reflector combo with summoning this old beast by increasing the level of 1. So you go basically into a level 6 and you have the ADAMANCIPATOR combo that gets going. So here comes Reptile. We can special summon the Researcher because we control an ADAMANCIPATOR monster. Then Researcher's Excavation to get, in this case, I got the crystal, there you go, the Dragite, so we got the draw. Then Rapti's effect, so you have one more special summon, then in this case is going to be the Quacky Meru guy. At this point, second level 6, Leonite to excavate again, and this time we're looking for a tuna monster that we already excavated. Here comes the Seeker again, and then Seeker special summon, because we didn't special summon the first one, we just normal summoned that. Axel Synchro Stardust Dragone, reviving a level 2 tuner from the grave, and then effect to make them unaffected, so Stardust Dragon and the level 8 Adamantipator Rising Dragite, this is unaffected, so eventually, yes, anything, these two are unaffected, don't forget about that. Dragite to excavate, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rock monster to bounce everything, and we have 3 attacks because we can just attack with these 2 and then Assault Mode activate into the Stardust Assault in Stardust Dragon Assault mode. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Now let's have a look at what the turn 1 looks like, right? So you just need basically one tuner and the Sentinel, okay? And keep in mind you have the chance of shuffling back cards with the second part of the skill and draw the same number of cards. So you start with Seeker and you need a level 4 rock monster to excavate basically, or even a level 2 eventually. You can still do something with that. So we got the Dragite, we got the draw, and then you summon the Reptite first, you excavate again. In this case we were looking for a level 2, not really actually, but we got the Doki Doki and I got the Seeker already now that I can special summon, so 2 plus 2 is Herald of the Arclight. And this is the point. If you do not have Sentinel, this is not a good thing, because you can't go on with the effect of PSI Reflector. Why? I'm gonna show you right here. In this case we have the Sentinel and we're chilling, right? But in this case with the PSI, to thin the deck you need to, if you don't have the Sentinel, you have to look for the Assault Beast. But the Assault Beast is good only if you can discard it. But if you have it all on the field, you can't discard the Assault Beast. So you need the Sentinel already in the grave, so you look directly for the Assault Mode activate, and then with the effect you can just revive that, go into the level 8, Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon revives the level 2 back from the grave, and now you're ready. Why you are ready? Look at this. So as soon as he starts his turn, first thing he does, now I already misplayed. I could have just used the effect of Reptite to banish that, and I would have been super cool. But I forgot Reptite could banish, guys, because these were my first times playing with this deck. So I just went with the Stardust Dragon Assault mode. So you summon Stardust Dragon, and then at this point, with Herald already in the field, you decide with 6 plus 2, you can either go into Crystal Wing unaffected or Dragite unaffected. Against the birds, I just wanted to go into Crystal Wing unaffected, of course, and that's the reason of my choice, because you want more effect negation. It's got the Bird Strike, and to be honest, I just negated because I wanted the search with Herald. But keep in mind, these two are unaffected anyway, so the Bird Strike would have done nothing to these two. Remind that. And we got the search of the Saravis, it's got Canary, negated, and once we negated that, we can just use the Assault Mode activate to get one more negation ready, but it just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, 4th duel. This time we're going second. Let's see against what? Should it be Sky Strikers again? And yes, it is. So, Aria Zero Ray, Sky Striker just got a boost. With the new support and the skill, this skill exactly, the Defying Fate. Triple back row, usual Sky Striker start, right? We started with the PSI Reflector because we have no Adamantipator stuff. But again, this is what I told you during the deck list breakdown. We could protect that with the Saravis, but keep in mind we also could have had PSI Reflector to do the same thing again. It's got the Window Anchor to negate, we got the Saravis to negate the Window Anchor, and at this point with the Beast you got the Assault Mode activate. So what happens here is that you don't want to go into a level 8, you want to go into the Adamantipator stuff. So you get your combo going. Here comes Reptide to use its effect, Excavate. We got already the Quacky Meru, let's see if we got a tuner. No, but we got a Doki Doki, and that's why I'm playing the one Analyzer, because now Doki Doki can discard the Quacky Meru Guardian to get the Analyzer, and we got the level 6 Leonite. Now, I didn't use the effect of Analyzer, and I think that was probably a misplay, honestly. Then we got the Leonite here to excavate, and we got the Seeker, so I'm still chilling. We need, of course, the Seeker because the Leonite does not special summon, it just grabs to your hand. So we have the Seeker special summon to go into more excavation. We got already a couple of Guardians, so we're chilling. And I'm going exactly into the Guardian. Then 6+2 is Accel Synchro Stardust Dragon that revives level 2 back again on the field. Effect of Accel Synchro Stardust Dragon to summon 2 boys unaffected. The first one is Stardust Dragon, the second one is Crystal Wing, because you want to stop Ray floating from the grave. So how do you do that? We set the droplet, he's got the linkage, we don't really care about that. He's got the kindness effect, we can just destroy that with the Guardian, and once we destroy that, we can negate the effect of Ray from the graveyard with the effect of Crystal Wing. He can't do nothing. He's got the White Princess, but guess what? They are both unaffected, so we don't really care. Keep in mind, we also have another attack, because Assault Mode Activate can be activated to summon Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third win in a row, this time against Shadows. So against Shadows, you want to see a different turn one. This one I'm gonna show you right now. So we got the researcher to be, actually I started with the Kwakimeru Guardian. Keep in mind, when you start with Guardian, you're protected by Veiler and eventually Nibiru or anything else. So very nice to play the Guardian at 3 copies. We got the researcher, and I normal summon the Guardian because once you have a rock monster, you can special summon the researcher. So that's why I started with this guy, right? So researcher's effect, it's got the Veiler. Now we got the Saravis to protect, so we're chilling. So now we can use the level 4 eventually for the Synchro Summon. Let's see what we excavate. We got the level 2, the Cartorin, here it comes. Then 2+4 is a Reptite. Always start with Reptite to get another special summon. We need a tuner this time, and we got the Seeker. So Seeker is here, and then again excavating, getting the Crystal Dragite here to get a nice draw. Here it comes. And then Assault Store's effect to opt for the other boy, the PSI, but we didn't get it. So what happens when you didn't get that? You still have a valid turn 1, as you can see here, with the Accel Synchro Stardust Dragon reviving the level 2 and then getting the droplet there set. So against Shadows, you want to have an unaffected Herald. And how do you get it? 2 level 2 on the field, the boy is ready, so we're chilling. So he started with the skill to get the El Shuttle Fusion to hand. He sets the Hedgehog. As soon as he flips it up, Accel Synchro Stardust Dragon. He's got the El Shuttle Fusion, we don't really care about that. He summons the Up Cologne, and that's fine. I'm going with the Stardust Dragon, and then of course with unaffected Herald. There you go. So now no matter what he does, stuff will get banished. Up Cologne to negate the Herald, but he's unaffected, so we don't really care. So he starts banishing from my grave, then a Shuttle Fusion to go into the Construct, but everything, as you can see, is getting banished, so we don't care. Then he's got the Gravity Controller, we still don't care. Up Cologne's effect negated here, because now we know he has nothing else to mill. At this point, we can get rid of the Herald, negate a recycling effect, and no Saravis, because actually once he left the field, he's negated from Up Cologne. So it's got the attack of Controller, but Stardust Dragon is unaffected. Then he attacks with Construct, but we can negate the effect of Construct when he tries to destroy us. So we're chilling. And he's got the Shuttle Fusion back to hand, but we don't care. Stardust Dragon comes back in the end phase, and we have, let's see now what we draw. We got the Seeker, perfect draw. We are even committing our normal summon to go level 6 into the Leonite. That's trying to get, of course, a tuner monster, but it's got the Droplet. So now Droplet on both, that's still fine. I'm just attacking, getting some damage. I do not have that much interruption, but I still have a Droplet, so I won't say that there is nothing. We still have an advantage, right? He's got the Masquerina. Never really, I mean, don't even understand why. And when it's our turn, he's cooped. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. 6th win in a row, and this is against the ADAMANCIPATOR deck, but with the new Stardust skill. So it's us to go though, and we start with the Kwakimeru guy, so Sentinel. Why I started with this guy when I had nothing else? I actually started because I thought this could be special summon, so that was technically a mistake. But again, even if you misplay, we don't care. Like, you can just go with the PSI reflector and the beast stuff, and instead of going into level 8, you're just going into level 6, so you get stuff going. Actually, we don't even need the excavation to be correct, because we just have Seeker eventually to summon, right? So Reptite anyway gets us a actually, does he get us something? No, in fact, no special summon. We already have the Seeker to go on. Here he comes. Now we got 3 tuners and then the Dragite, the Crystal, so we can draw a card. Actually, I summoned the level 2 because I already have a level 4. So Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, getting us the level 2 back on the field. Then in this case, as you can see, I went for Kawaki Made Effect Negation, Unaffected Herald, and then eventually the Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. So that's one other combo that you can go for. It started with the Stardust Dragon. As soon as he flips it up, we got the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon's effect. So Stardust Dragon is here, as you can see, with the Herald being ready. Keep in mind, both unaffected. Starlight Drive to get the drop card and get basically a free pop. He decided to go for Herald, but Herald is unaffected. Then he went with Analyzer. Analyzer gets negated by Guardian, and then Assault Mode activated to have the second Omni Negation ready, and he scoops. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. So honestly, I love how versatile it is. I love the fact that I could fit in some back row, some staples as well, like the droplets. Honestly, guys, this feels very nice. I can't wait to try more of the Emancipator stuff with more starter stuff, or eventually just with Flare. But honestly, this feels good. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. And that's all for the explanation and the replays. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.